Hey YouTube, and thank you for watching Junkworks DIY Garage. Doing a little bit of a kind of a first look on a product here, and the main reason why I'm doing this is because they have these all over the place, and I noticed actually Harbor Freight had them. And the purpose of this is the fact that, as you know, I'm a pretty big Harbor Freight fan. I like budget tools that do the job. And things like that. But I almost bought one of these at Harbor Freight, and I will put that price right there. But I thought, you know, I've seen them on Amazon. They look a lot like the one that they show on Harbor Freight's site there. And so I went ahead and looked at Amazon, and I bought this one for this price here. So, just a little, I guess, heads up is more what this is. Be careful. I have noticed that Harbor Freight seems to be, prices are going up. They're getting a little better quality tools, but those tools that they're getting now, I think, some of them anyway, can be had for less money on Amazon, shipped to your door. So just kind of buyer beware. Keep an eye on your prices. If you're looking at something at Harbor Freight now, go on Amazon, see if you can find one cheaper. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end this a little differently than I thought. I thought I was just going to do a first look kind of thing, but I happen to be working on my Explorer here, and whenever I'm working on my rigs, if I can safely check the antifreeze, I will. I always check the antifreeze, the oil, kind of check things out whenever I have it here in the garage. You might as well look at things and make sure everything's okay. And I just happen to notice, unfortunately, which means I might have a leak or something somewhere. We'll have to see. I am kind of wondering about a water pump on that. So there may be a water pump video coming up pretty soon. But I noticed when I checked in the overflow bottle here, there's nothing in there and it was completely dry. Now usually that's, if there's a little bit of something, there should be a little bit of something in there, but every now and then it might suck everything out. So I went ahead and checked in there, and it is slightly low. It's not super low, but lower than I would like. So we're going to go ahead and test this thing out, and let you come along for the ride. Now with this one, we got a radiator cap here, and there's actually quite a few different radiator cap extension things that you can put on here, and quite honestly it looks like this one right here appears to be the same, so I'm going to go with that one. And since it's green, I'm going to assume, because there wasn't great, it does show pictures of what things are, but there's not real great instructions that I have seen. And the only thing I remember is the paper that came with it. Actually, I think said green to green, red to red, blue to blue. So it is the green one here, and you put this one in first, then the green cap goes on. Now I did notice I messed with this trying to kind of test it, and I did notice that this actually wants to go a specific way, surprisingly. It doesn't look a lot different from side to side, but you definitely got to kind of mess with it until you get it to go. I got it to go once, but of course on camera it's not going to go. I'm not comfortable with that. I don't want to force anything. Cameras, they add a lot of weight and make everything more difficult when you try and do it. I'm just going to try and do it this way, see what happens. That's on there. I'm not real comfortable with it though. I did get it. This will go on and kind of turn that way. I'm going to go with it for now. We're going to see if it leaks. It definitely is holding there. It's definitely tight. It's just not turned near as far as I would like. But that gasket should be in there all right. We're going to try it. Then we're going to stick this in. Push that down so it's decently tight. And this piece here, you want to take that out. We'll set that where we can remember where it is and find it. This actually does have these little things here, which I think is going to help me so I'm not hitting my light and the hood. So I don't know if that's exactly how these are meant to work. There's different kinds. Let's try different ones. I'll just show you all of them. So it's got one like that if you need to go higher, which I definitely don't. Then it's got two of these, and they honestly look about the same. So I don't see what the difference is between them at all. So maybe these wear out and they're the ones people use the most. I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and stick those in there. We're hoping things don't bubble over. Well, it actually is wanting more than I thought, which I'm wondering if it is actually going to fill this up some. This has not been heating up, so I really haven't noticed any problems with it. And right now, normally I would go in and I would start this up, but as you can see maybe back here, I have stuff teared apart doing some other work on this rig. So I'm going to let gravity flow here. It has a cold fill line. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit in here. I'm not going to fill it all the way up to that cold fill line, because I want to check it first. So I'm going to put about halfway in there. That way there's something in there if this does burp out or if we are having a leak. I have not noticed a leak underneath this car, but I don't know. And it seems to be kind of done bubbling. Well, maybe. Definitely not. I mean, it's up into here. Hopefully you can see that. There's no fluid coming out through here. I don't feel anything coming out around here, so it's definitely sealing fine. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to put the plug in here. The only problem I see with this is if you use this, we're definitely going to have fluid in this part right here that is not going to stay in very well. So I see that as I probably wouldn't have used this if I would have thought a little more about this. So we are going to drip some. So I'm going to put a pan down there. There's your first downside that I can see. It's gonna overflow whatever's in here. Yeah, see, it's staying in here, but there's definitely a little bit of fluid in there. So here's the upside of this. Yet again, I will not probably be using those unless I absolutely have to again, but now we can undo this, let that flow down in the bottle, and plug that back up. I should have grabbed a towel, but something I'm going to try. I don't know if it'll help anything. Nope, that won't work in there. And I see that no matter what you do, you're going to have a little bit come out this cap right here because it goes to the almost too full here. That wasn't too bad. If you had that big long one on here though, I imagine that would make a pretty good mess. So if you like videos like this, go check out my channel, go check out my playlist. This one in particular will be under tools, products, and reviews. I have playlists for each one of my rigs, like the 01 Ford Explorer that I demonstrated this on. I got a playlist for that. I got a playlist for all my automotive stuff that I have, as well as home improvement things and remodels, all kinds of stuff. I have lots of DIY stuff. So if you enjoy these kind of things, go check out my channel, and yet again, go check out all my playlists. That's the best way to find most of my videos. Well, do you need this product? Not really. There's ways around it. Did it make less of a mess than I normally do? Yes. Now Normally I would fill it up with a funnel, run my engine, let it burp down, and then I would take the jug and carefully dump it into the top until it quit going down. So you always end up spilling a little bit of something. I do think all in all, being able to put that in there and pull that was way nice. I'll wash this off a little bit here. Being able to do that really, I think, will save you product in the end. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it'll help in the shop, keep things a little bit cleaner, keep animals out of the antifreeze better. I've never had that problem because I work inside a shop and I don't usually have my animals in here when I'm doing this kind of stuff, especially. So I do believe that it is a safer way to do it as well, containment wise. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you got something out of it. Thanks for watching Junkworks DIY Garage, where I'm proud to say I'm a jack of all and master none. You all have a good one.